Oh, cool, it didn't blow up. Never mind.
Hey, heidi ho there, guys! It is Chaotic Games back with another, with episode 2 of Danganronpa. I'm also your daily dose of chaos. I'm joined by friend Zeph, once again.
I'm also chaos.
And therefore, it's Chaotic Games. Alrighty, so we last left off,
We just did the prologue. Okay, let's go.
we just finished the prologue way.
I hate you. I was hoping you wouldn't, and then you did.
But it's fun!
It's not.
It's fun depending on the person. This game will begin from where you last left off.
Yes, yes,
okay?
yes.
Yes.
You must kill someone if you want to leave. Sorry. My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. Not your shoulders?
No, that was my neck.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Oh! I cracked my neck, and apparently my microphone picked it up because the little monitor thing showed that it picked up that audio.
Oh, I'm so sorry for everyone who had to hear that.
Oof, big rip.
I didn't, and I'm so glad. It took everything I had just to endure that weight.
Chapter 1. To survive.
But for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
And a knife.
No. So, what are you going to do now? That was...
Hey.
Oof, I'm sorry, Kyoko. Just stand around glaring at each other? Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality.
Right. She's right.
Listen to me.
Sometimes, even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget such a simple fact, I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed.
You hear me?
Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Somebody hit me. Punish me.
Don't make it weird.
Somebody step on me and call me
No.
scum. Jesus. If you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
However,
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly? Ooh.
stupid.
Idiot. To look for a way out. Duh.
And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of him.
Really funny.
What?
It's amusing given we know what happens in
Oh,
this story.
yeah.
Cruel irony.
But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at that handbook. It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else.
This is fine.
True. If we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again.
Shit.
So then.
Fine. Then let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name.
Mi nombre. I don't know why. Never mind.
So just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations.
Yes, we've been through this. You said this not 5 seconds ago.
In other words, yeah, okay, reiterating your point. The rules being imposed imposed on all of us. On us all. This is you.
Yeah.
Students may reside only.
Yes.
Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary.
Oh, I always forget about the last one. Because he ends up adding more. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen.
You should probably get some blue light filters in there.
It is like 2010, 2012.
You're right. It hasn't been discovered yet that the blue light from technology is kind of harmful to your eyes. Apparently.
And overall health.
Yeah, and overall health.
As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces.
Stop fucking around.
This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me.
Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules.
However,
But if he got punished, like what we saw before, I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him. Ooh, how unfortunate.
How insightful.
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
and
So what?
What?
I made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. That's so what?
Piece of shit!
So I can't afford to die in here!
None of that made much sense to me, but you're saying you will follow the regulations, is that it?
That's true.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly? You don't have to read it again.
Yeah. we went through this not 5 seconds ago. Maybe more.
It's just to make sure you know which rule it is that she's talking about.
Hmm.
You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says unless they are discovered. I was wondering about that myself.
Well, it should make sense, though, just unless they are discovered, which means if someone kills someone and gets away with it, then they graduate.
Yeah.
It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you.
But why? Why do we have to do that? Nah.
I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them.
Don't jab at me.
Jab at you all I want. I'll jab at you with this pen.
Stab, twist, pull.
Boom. More like full-on stab.
Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever. Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school.
True. We need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies?
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Let's do it!
Damn straight. Okay, then let's all start looking around. I'll be going alone.
What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think?
Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us.
Whenever Byakuya talks, it's just perfection. We're not going to talk about it.
Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it that much easier for them?
Wouldn't that make it harder for them if you're all together?
Yeah, because you have basically just a witness. It's
You
like that
have-
one.
All the witnesses.
It's like that one time when we were playing Among Us, and I vented right in front of someone, and they were like, the button, and they were like, it was Orange. Orange did it. I saw him vent, and I'm like, yep. Do you remember that?
Vaguely. I might have blocked it out because it was stupid.
I thought it was mildly amusing because
It might have been amusing, but it wasn't smart.
I mean, yeah.
Also, who was your imposter friend?
I have no clue.
Okay, was it a random?
I think it was just we were
Okay.
playing, like it was you, me, and a couple of our other friends, and we were all on a call. We're all silent for like a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden you just hear me go, "Fuck!" and then like 2 seconds later, just emergency, and it was like Orange did it, and I'm like, "Yep."
But wait, hold on a second. That would never...
Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong? You're gonna just sit here and tell me that I'm wrong?
You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
Her sister was a witch!
Her sister was a witch, bro.
And what was she? Jesus.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
let's move on.
East, man.
Please.
Oh, jeez.
But...
So, I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me. Like the douchebag I am.
He has self-preservation.
I mean, you right, but it's just the.
He's not a team, player.
Not my doubt. Yeah, just the way he's saying it, it's
That's true.
just a very douchey thing. Hold on! Like hell I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want. Out of my way, Plankton. Or I won't give you the Krabby Patty formula.
Oh, God.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Such ignorance.
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea.
See, this is why I like Byakuya, because he's a good character.
He's
not a good
person. Jinx. So minuscule, so insignificant. They couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Stop it. We shouldn't fight, Makoto. Don't get involved.
Yeah, you should never get involved when there's one person clearly very ramped up to fight.
You know who should get involved?
Sakura.
Sakura.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You-
I know, my eyes are
Okay.
fucking up once
Oh,
again.
okay.
The fuck you say? Oh, the fuck you just say? You some kind of goody-goody little bitch?
You want to throw down?
Who do you think you are? Talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something?
No. No, I wasn't.
You son of a bitch.
Fuck you!
Shit. Ah, fuck. Wham.
I'm so tempted when I go in to edit this video to put like the
Sound
Vine
Oh.
sound effect just.
Oh.
I'm so tempted.
He punched me. And I flew back in a heap. Yeah, this is why you shouldn't have gotten fucking involved.
Damn, Nagy.
It was like something straight out of a comic book.
Except with the wet slappy noises instead of the funny comic book sounds.
Ew. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly there in my face.
Like how most punches are.
1 second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air and crashing into a wall.
Or, some chairs or bleachers or something. It sounded like he was thrown very hard.
Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten. Just what kind of people?
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of ultimate.
No. The kind of people I'd been trapped here with. I was trying to read the line without you going through it.
Oh.
Because you were taking too long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My common sense had just stopped functioning. I'm not rereading that. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses.
Like Denki Kaminari.
So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade.
Damn.
Before it finally cut out completely. Imagine that being the first death.
One punch.
And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was a room. Just a plain old room.
It might be my room, it might not be. Who knows?
Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so... where am I now?
Well, clearly you're in a room.
Okay, look, he probably just got concussed, alright?
Only a mild concussion. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a medical professional.
Yeah. You now have access to the Handbook Menu. You can use this to check the variety of information as you play.
Yay!
Open the Handbook Menu by pressing the F1 key. Meta.
Hey.
Breaking the fourth wall?
Woo. You can use this menu to check the school regulations and the character info in the report card section. At certain points, map and truth bullets may not be available.
Big rip.
You can also save and load game data under the system section. Woo.
Yay!
Finally, press the F2 key to review the transcript, or otherwise known as the logs.
Yep.
This records all pertinent info, so use this to review comments from everyone involved. Yay.
Cool. We're just immediately gonna go into system. Hopefully not blast my ears out.
Okay. Maybe it is just Discord then.
Yeah,
Alright, that's fine.
this is fine. There we go.
I was gonna say, don't save. I know, like, that's the opposite of what I should be saying is save. But
Save
no.
it, save it.
It's a notepad. Yes. Great observation.
Lovely. It's a floating notepad.
You listen. I guess the school must have given one to each of us. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Paper Mario, actually.
Huh.
Because it's 2D and I don't know.
Yeah,
It just
it's
reminds me of Paper Mario.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's like geez, it's like the kind of the 2D isometric images and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I did that. I did that in After Effects yesterday. Actually,
Oh.
it was fun. It ate up most of my computer RAM though.
Oof. It's some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves. Yeah, it's called not being messy. Naegi.
Yeah. It's also called girls have very long hair and that hair gets fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but he's a guy.
That's true. But I mean, even guys like shed.
Yeah, I know. you just specified girls. And I was
Well,
like,
like-
but he's a guy.
Well, like, yeah, I know, but like, jibby, you know what I mean.
And
I mean, it's also not like anyone brought like their pet with them.
no,
We won't get into
unlike
that.
in the second game.
I was gonna say we won't get into that until the second game. I can't wait for that. It'll be so much
I
fun.
can't wait for the second game. This must be the key to the room. My name's written on the keychain,
Yes.
which means it must be mine, right?
Yes. Who else here is named Makoto Naegi?
No, listen, this is just his inner dialogue, alright? And also anxiety, hello?
I mean, I guess, but process of eliminate. I probably shouldn't say process of elimination, should I?
No, you shouldn't, not in this context. Okay, but let me put this in perspective for you, because, like, if something is left out for me and it's been specifically stated it's for me and it even has like my name on it, I'll still be like, is this for me? Is this mine?
I guess.
I'll still have that moment of hesitation.
I mean, I guess. Like, it makes sense when you put it into context, but it's just, I don't know. I haven't had that experience. Most of my anxiety is just being nervous about people not understanding what I'm saying.
Okay.
And also trying to order food.
Yeah, that's social anxiety.
Yeah.
I'd better hang on to it for now. Just an everyday trash can. I don't see any kind of trapdoor or hidden compartments or anything.
Eh.
Nice.
A piece of paper.
There's a piece of paper hanging on the wall which says...
Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma! Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime. Also, the bathrooms in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we have prepared a small gift for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit. Super sexist. And for the boys, a toolkit.
Also sexist.
Both equally sexist. The sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. One stab will do the job, girls. For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample. Just maybe not the screwdriver. Don't think, just feel. And let's all enjoy ourselves.
Well, with the screwdriver, you can, like, stab someone with it.
I mean, yeah, but he said with any of the tools you can, like...
Bludgeon.
Yeah, bludgeon, and I don't
Oh.
think you'd be able to do that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't really
That's
paying
weird.
attention.
Yeah, like, it's not like you'll be unable to bludgeon someone with a screwdriver, but it's not like a
Yeah.
one blow to the head.
Like,
Sort of thing.
if you take it by the screwdriver part, not the handle, and you use the handle instead, yeah.
Yeah,
But if you're gonna take it by the handle, you're better off stabbing someone.
yeah. Like, if you take it... Well, like, that That's actually kind of how I was imagining, like not by the handle, but like by the actual like metal
Mhm.
part. You'd still have to continuously be.
Depends on the material it's made out of.
That's, I mean, I guess that's true, but
It's not okay. I was gonna say it's not used for hammering, but it is sometimes.
it is sometimes, but
It can be, but
yeah. It depends on how the material how
Yeah,
soft the material is.
it does depend on the material, I think.
Yeah, and the human skull is not easy. Like it's easy, but not easy to break.
If you're aiming for the
Depend-
head, you're better off just stabbing it through.
Yeah, or like through the eye or something like that. Because
Okay, we need to stop talking about this. I hate
anyways,
that. I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash. Makoto, it has important information on it.
My daughter's
Makoto.
my daughter's artwork.
No, what? No. Kuma doesn't have kids yet.
yet operative word yet.
Third game.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't actually like it's not
It
even
doesn't-
connected to this game.
Oh yeah, it doesn't follow the canon.
Nope. A surveillance camera. Kinda creepy. Hate the
Very
idea
creepy.
of people be watching me right now.
And I
At
got
least there's no
privacy.
surveillance camera in the bathrooms.
That's true, but like having a surveillance camera like in your bedroom, where like you get
It is
changed.
positioned. Well, you can. That's why I said it's a good thing it's not in the bathroom because you can get changed in the bathroom.
That's true.
But it's also positioned above the bed, so it's not necessarily looking directly at the bed. The bed's not fully in view, and the desk behind it is not fully in view.
Ah, okay. So there is a blind spot to it.
Most likely, yes. I don't
It-
know if it swivels. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it does.
I mean, it might. I mean,
It
also,
might. but-
it also looks like it can like extend and stuff like that. So it might be able to extend and then rotate itself to
Perhaps.
flip around.
But in all the screenshots and all the stuff that happens in this game, it looks like it stays in like a fixed position.
Yeah.
So I do believe that there is some kind of blind spot, especially underneath it.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to mess with the cameras, so I better make sure I don't touch it.
Touchy.
Well, you're not allowed to destroy them. You could put something over it, I'm sure, and then he'd have to make a rule in order
Yeah.
to punish you, but
Yeah.
like,
But
no
that-
blocking the cameras anymore.
You are not allowed to block the cameras. Blocking the cameras will result in punishment.
What else am I supposed? Oh yeah.
This would appear to be the bathroom. Oh, that was in his. Whatever.
Rattle,
Fine.
rattle.
Huh? It's not opening. I guess it's locked. Makoto, we read the
Gee.
paper first.
Makoto, unless you are
Most
a girl.
in most cases, people check this door before they've checked the paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
The drawer.
That drawer.
Looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. Yeah, the handle of the screwdriver doesn't look like it could bludgeon someone. It's a weird
No.
material. It looks like plastic.
Yeah. Well, it's
Must-
it's probably a hard plastic, but
It's
even
probably a hard plastic, but yeah.
yeah, even so, trying to bludgeon someone with hard plastic instead of metal like a hammer,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be swinging away at someone's head for a little more than one blow.
It must be brand new. It's still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here. Door.
This door?
Or the monitor.
Either way.
Yeah. Looks like this door leads outside. It's locked.
But why though?
First of all, the key is inside. And it locks from the inside. And he didn't lock it. Because he was unconscious. So how
Yeah.
is this logistically possible? It's not.
Yeah. Unless it, like, locks automatically, but
I don't
know.
think so.
I don't think that technology was, like...
I don't think it locks automatically.
Mm.
I don't know if that ever comes up, though.
Plot hole.
Yeah, just a bit. This is the first case of a locked room.
Oh.
Case. Haha. So some of the rooms have locks, huh? Yes, Makoto. It's called privacy?
Brilliant deduction.
I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be yours. Yes.
It's yours.
Oh. You mean the dorm. Yeah, you don't have to read this. Yes, this is my assigned dorm room. Yep.
Very, very good, Makoto.
Hooray!
Good
Someone
job.
must have carried me here after I fell unconscious.
Gold star.
Unconscious. I keep saying conscience.
Conscience?
Unconscious.
Unconscionable.
So that answers that question. The next question is... what's everyone else up to right now?
Fuck if I know.
There's only one way to find out, and that's to leave.
Yep.
Yep. To get out of here.
Uh,
The door.
yes.
Oh, yes.
There was a shortcut right there,
I
too.
didn't see it. I rushed out of the room to meet up with the others. But there was someone waiting for me there. It was like something out of an old TV show.
Insert laugh track. Like old rom-com or sitcoms.
Rom-com.
Rom-com or sitcom. Just like anything with like a live audience.
Typical shoujo anime moment.
Oh.
Continue.
Oh.
I'm not voicing this.
I also
She
didn't
did
like
it.
the sound.
Oh, Sayaka? Sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
Makoto.
Sorry. I have had... Never mind. I saw her name and I thought of a different character from a different game, and I realized that that's Mizuno and not Mizono.
Mmm.
It's spelled differently.
Mmm.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. Mizuno? It's Mizuno. It's Mizuno. Why did I get his name wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. I also don't know the context for this, so.
The character?
Oh,
No.
I know it's Sayaka Mizono. For
Right.
Danganronpa.
That's her name. I'm
Yes.
talking about the guy that...
Oh shit.
Dude.
Transcript.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt? You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. How do you get out of it?
Okay, there we go.
There you go. I'm completely fine. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage. Yes.
Yep. Dancing and acting.
Dancing
any-
is exhausting.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're in a musical and you're dancing, singing, and acting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. Especially for Broadway plays, like some of the tricks that people do, that's a lot of like body strength just as a whole.
That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you? That's true. I got knocked out right there in front of everyone. Ooh, lame.
Big rip, man.
Loser. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right there from the beginning.
Well, it's not like you thought yourself cool anyways.
Yeah, I don't know who you were trying to fool.
Yeah.
Or if you were even trying to fool anybody. Makoto? Oh, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried. Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here? Actually, I came to get you. You came to get me?
Who's...
Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping that you would come to the dining hall. The dining hall?
You see,
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we each found out. So does that mean it's almost time to get back together? Make your comment now or forever hold your peace.
Hey, get back together with me, a loser like me? Can we hold hands?
If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
that's
I'll go anywhere with you.
Yeah, Makoto's the only one who I'll let you be like, I'm gonna make a comment about this.
Smart
Everyone
ass
else?
comments.
It's because he's the main character and you're playing.
It's also
Good,
fun
I'll-
to make smart ass comments.
Yes, but not as anyone else other than Makoto and the characters that you voice, please. Thank you. Good, then I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. We're not going together?
Damn, that sucks. I thought we were gonna hold hands and shit.
Oh man.
Am I going the right way?
Look at the map. Okay, look at the screen. You see the fork and knife?
This one? Oh.
Yes. There you go.
I am the
Use
stupid...
your eyes.
Chippy chippy.
I know you wear glasses, but
I am what is called the stupid, so...
this must be the dormitory dining hall. It looks pretty clean, so that's good. I guess that's not really important right now with us being prisoners here and all. Is this her voice for her? Did I change it?
I
don't
have
remember.
no clue, because I know you slightly changed Celeste's voice.
Well, that's because she has to be prim and proper.
Oh, I know. I was gonna say from when you originally went from, like, with voicing the prim and proper, you sounded somewhat similar to Mercy from Overwatch.
Heroes never die.
Dies.
Yeah, that's what happens when I'm Mercy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually a really good healer. I'm a support.
I don't play Overwatch.
I do,
I don't.
obviously.
Yeah.
I would say one of her other lines, but that's in German and I cannot.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us.
Big rip, man. Big rip.
We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now.
Maybe we'll hold hands?
It's a good thing she's not actually psychic. Okay, let's just wait here. Huh? You heard that?
like I said, I'm psychic.
Oh, she said that.
Yeah, she said that. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Is it really just intuition?
That's very scary intuition.
She's probably reading facial expression and body language.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If I had to assume, one gets good at that when they're a pop idol.
They have to be aware of their
Surroundings.
enemies.
And and their fans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Kind of sudden, I know, but here comes the tutorial. Woo!
Yeah. We have to read the tutorials every time.
I don't know.
People can read. We
That's
can just
true.
talk over it.
That's true. Blah-da-da. Something about reactions. You're gonna be talking to Sayaka, right?
Meh. I don't want to talk to myself anymore.
Well, bright side. Eventually you'll have one less person to talk to.
Yeah, and so will you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna be the trend every single time, except for the fourth one. Yes.
Oh, the fourth
Except for the
case.
fourth one.
The fourth one? The fourth case?
Yes, the fourth case.
Okay, I thought that and then second guessed myself and then was like,
Oh, and also the third case, because you're gonna lose 2, but I'm only gonna lose 1.
oh yeah. Oh well, both of them kill my voice. Both of them kill my voice either way. Everyone kills my voice.
That's fair.
Reaction mode. You can use.
Don't you dare. It's
Can you
fine.
listen?
People can read. The tutorial is boring.
Yes, we do your best to enjoy your ever important school life.
And if you can't read, I'm sorry.
I didn't like you could always like go back and pause it.
I mean, for the people who are listening and not watching.
Hey,
Because
Big
that's
rip.
what people do. By the way, Makoto. Huh? What is it? Well, it's just... I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. What did you want to ask me? Makoto, did you happen to go to Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2?
It's very specific.
Yeah, actually, I was. What? How do you fucking know that?
Why do you know that?
I'm a nobody. I'm so average.
I'm such a boring loser. No one should have known that.
I knew it.
Eh?
I went there too. I was in class 4, though. Do you remember me?
Fucking. Well, actually, yes. Makoto would know her because she's a fucking
Makoto-
pop star.
Yes, Makoto does remember her. He almost asked her about it when they were first introducing themselves.
Oh, yeah. Did they?
Oh, wait, no, she almost asked him about it, and he said that she looked familiar.
Oh.
And then was like, I doubt she remembers me, though.
Okay.
He didn't actually say anything.
Yeah.
But she was about to ask him, and then Taka was like, no idle chit-chat.
No chit chat.
Do I remember?
Days in our lives, September.
Shut. Hush. Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kind of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget?
Apparently, very easily.
No, he remembers. Almost as surprising as her question was. That she remembered. Oh, what the? I don't think I read that right. What was almost as surprising as her question was that she remembered me. That's what makes sense to me in my head. Okay.
I mean, it makes more sense.
We'd never even talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was. For some reason.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, are you okay?
No.
No, I'm kind of shocked that an idol knows who I am.
He's like on the verge of crying. He's just like, Sayaka knows me. It's the
I
best day
didn't
of my
notice.
life.
Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me. We went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember.
Okay, but you were surrounded by like a bunch of other people
She
as
probab-
opposed to not me.
She probably wants, like, normalcy in her life. I don't know. I don't know why she knows Makoto out of every other student in the school. Like, what?
I don't. To almost a creepy degree, too.
Well, it's not like she's like, oh, you did this and this and this and this. And this is your test scores. These are your blood. This is your blood type. This is how much you weigh. This is your height.
This is who your family is. I've tracked all your family members.
Like, I know your sister.
I know your entire ancestry. Here, I made a printed out copy.
Oh, jeez.
And he's just like, okay.
No, I think I know why she's bringing it up. It's to build trust. Because you know how the first trial goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. But there were lots of students in our grade, right?
A very good point to make, Naegi.
Plus, I've never been the type of person to really stand out.
Really
Stand
selling
out.
it. Above
Sorry.
the crowd, even if I
Okay,
gotta
stop.
shout out loud. Okay, I'm done. Really selling yourself there, Naegi.
I'm really average.
I'm super boring and average.
I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal people would call me boring.
Really hammering in the point there, buddy.
Yes, I added in the word people. Don't judge me.
I mean,
it just
it
makes sense that way.
Yeah.
Move on.
Aw,
What are you talking about? I know all your hobbies. You're so strange. I know all your hobbies and what clubs you were part of and what you did after school and where you lived.
Here's your...
She's not this creepy.
I've tracked your exact GPS location at all hours of the day.
She's not.
24/7.
This is not Yandere Simulator.
This would be better than Yandere Simulator.
It is better than Yandere Simulator.
You right.
Strange, that's... Fake laughter. She started giggling even louder.
Wow, way to make me feel really better.
She called rage and then laughed at me.
He just starts sobbing. And she's just like, well, why are you sobbing? Because
You're a bully.
Because you're mean to me.
Okay. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calm. Makoto.
Why, though?
Makoto.
I don't think it would make me calmer. I think it would just make me more depressed.
I understand. I understand that the vibe here is her being like, oh, you're so strange for calling yourself average and normal.
He is average and normal.
She means it in a lighthearted way and not a malicious way, and what we're doing is we're twisting it.
To make it amusing.
Yeah. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen. Bless. Ew, gross.
good.
Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here.
You technically know everybody here. You just don't remember.
Uh-huh. Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. That's... No, I'm really not.
Just take the compliment!
No,
Jeez.
I really haven't done anything to warrant you saying I'm amazing. What are you talking about?
In her head, she's just like, just take the compliment!
I'm nothing at all compared to all you ultimates. Okay, Makoto.
Jesus Christ. I practically rank below cement!
But you're the one who helped me find my courage again, not any of those ultimate students. Yeah, that's a you problem, not a me problem. What are you talking about?
That's also a very strange thing that specifically me would help specifically you find your courage again.
Uh-huh. You know, I think that even now she's plotting murder, and like the motive is just like, oh yes, I'm going to do this now.
She's just like, you're so self-deprecating and depressing. I might as well just get rid of you first.
Yeah, it's like you would probably be the easiest person to kill out of everyone else. And the truth is, he is.
I mean,
Except he somehow evades death, even into the anime.
every single time he evades death. I'm surprised Mondo's punch didn't, like,
Kill him
Kill him.
instantly. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was saying. Imagine that being the first death. Oh my god.
One Punch Man.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you for helping me out. I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. No, you're not.
But why?
Huh? My assistant?
Why specifically my assistant? Shouldn't I be your assistant, though?
Yep, I'm your assistant now. She's building trust. Look at her.
Yes.
She's manipulative.
That innocent little smile. Just her
It's
eyes
all
open.
fake.
No, it's just like the innocent little smile. Her eyes open. They're like the squinty anime eyes, like, hey.
You know, all of their eyes are dead looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
All their eyes. When she opens her eyes again, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together. Bleh. When she says things like that, it gets me pumped up.
It just gets me pumped up!
I hate you, Makoto. Which is nice, but still. Everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. There must be a clock around here somewhere.
Yes, right over Mizono's shoulder.
And this is a good stopping point, right?
Indeed it is. Alrighty. So we are going to... I guess that works too. So, yeah, this is a very good stopping point. Thank you for joining us, guys, once again. And thank you, Zeph, for joining me on this. Alrighty. So,